Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw. In this video, I'm going to talk about something very personal. I'm going to talk about binge eating. And I'm going to talk about what can happen when you overcome binge eating, how you can slip into other forms of unhealthy addictions. Before I get into that topic, if you have any questions or comments, check out the link below. Come on over, submit your questions. The best questions I turn into videos just like this. All right, I have a little bit of asthma and sinus issues this morning, so you'll have to excuse the big, hairy, ugly dude. All right. So those of you guys that know me understand that I lost 100 pounds, and I was a binge eater. I had out-of-control eating habits due to depression, anxiety, from a long and uncomfortable marriage. Let's just put it like that. Just not a good situation. So when I left this relationship, it was when I really discovered the depth of what I was putting myself through, what kind of abuse I was putting myself through. And I had to learn step by step, day by day, how to overcome binge eating. And now on the other side of on the other side of 4 years later, I only eat portions. I only eat like a plate full of food. When I'm eating ice cream, I don't get the big thing. I get the little thing. I've learned to implement habits that prevent me, that help regulate, that prevent me from being self-abusive. So it took me a long time, and this occurs step by step, and you have to retrain yourself. Some people can wake up and rewire themselves and just completely change everything. But honestly, for most of us who are overcoming an addiction, and this can be with binge eating or an eating disorder or whatever, it's a process of learning how to live again, taking baby steps. One of the most important parts of this process of overcoming binge eating or overeating is learning when you make a mistake not to go back to the old crappy lifestyle, but to move back to your positive lifestyle. Because in the past, when I was trying to lose weight or stop eating so much, when I would get on a roll for a week or two and then I would make a mistake and overeat, I would slip back into the overeating lifestyle. Now, if I make a mistake and have a bad day, I get back into the healthy lifestyle. All right, now on to the point of this video. And this is something that I've gone through personally. When you have come through something like binge eating, something addictive, something that is mentally triggered, and mine was triggered by anxiety and depression, when you come through this tunnel and you get to the point in your life where you have some anxiety or depression, you think you're strong because you've overcome the binge eating, but then you get hit with anxiety, you get hit with depression, and then you can see your tendency to want to do something addictive. Like for me, that can be alcohol. For me, there's been points in time where I would fill the void with just the company of women. Let's just leave it at that. But, all jokes aside, because this is not a humorous topic, it's very easy for a recovering binge eater to think, even though they've got the binge eating under control, that they are under control. And they have to understand that when the anxiety and depression hit, that there are other things they could invest their energy into, in negative habits like drinking, and other things like that, even gambling, whatever. There's so many different addictions out there. Now, right now, I'm engaged to be married. I have a wonderful fiance, and on the outside of this little box right here, my life is absolutely perfect. That's what it appears to people on social media. But on the inside, the reality is quite different. I have struggles just like every other human being. And my fiance is from Australia, and she is in the process of trying to move here, but she can only stay for 3 months at a time, and for a month after that, she has to go back to Australia. So I'm left in this little apartment by myself with not much to do, and you know what? Here's what you need to remember. I don't want to binge eat because I don't want to get fat again. So when I experience loneliness and I experience anxiety, and I'm just here by myself, I'm like, man, I don't want to get fat again. So what do? I'll start having a couple drinks. And before you know it, it slips into 2 a night and 3 a night. And sometimes it gets down to 6 a night. The last time she left, for the final 2 weeks she was gone, I was drinking a full 6-pack every night of like high alcohol by volume beer. I mean, it was like 8-9%. So it was probably the equivalent of drinking a 12-pack of what I like to call NASCAR beer, Budweiser, Miller, or whatever. And, I knew from that experience coming in, she's gone again now, and she's been gone for 2.5 weeks, that I would probably have the same issue. So have I been a perfectly good boy while she's been gone? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Last night I didn't drink. The night before that, I drank a whole 6-pack of strong alcohol. But again, you need to understand the habits you're transitioning into. You need to be aware, as a recovering binge eater, you need to monitor your habits, good and bad. And when you make a mistake, like when I wake up and realize, man, I'm just drinking too much to fill this void of emptiness, you have to be aware of it. And you can't just say, well, it's not always a case of I'm going to stop immediately. You need to wake up that day and realize, be aware of what you're doing, and try to take steps to contain it. Try to take steps to invest your time in other things. Normally I would go hiking, but it's been so freaking cold out that it's been hard to hike. But really, life and maintaining health and longevity comes down to awareness of what you're doing. We have to be able to be aware of how we're abusing our body. And we have to not put pressure on ourselves. I mean, obviously we want to change our habits, and some of us can just get up and change the next day. But we need to understand that that's not how it works. We need to retrain ourselves step by step. We need to take each step one by one and address what just happened. If I go over there and have one beer, then I need to realize, okay, let's try to slow this down. Let's take it step by step. Let's take it step by step. Let's not punish ourselves. Let's try to retrain our habits and lifestyles one day at a time. What can I do so I don't do the same thing yesterday? What are my triggers? What can I do to, invest my time and energy into something positive instead of drinking? Can I be around people? Can I go hiking? Can I go play music? Can I talk to a friend? Whatever it is. So we just need to have that awareness, and we need to attack life and rebuild new habits step by step. And we can't get frustrated during this rebuilding process if we make a mistake. Hang in there, get back on the positive road, not on the negative road. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, check out the link below. If you've made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day. I could keep this video going at 8 minutes and 37 seconds. It's at 8:21 right now, but we won't do that.